Yo, peace. I think we can chill out on this one a little bit because only people who are going to watch are the people who are already subscribed to the channel that might be interested in it. But me and Jet kind of just decided to do this today, so I'm certain we missed some things. But I figured we'll just give you guys an update on everything that happened in September and some of the things that are coming up. Tokyo Bass, Hip Hop Us. Shout out to all of our homies. No Name Book Club. Check out Caltrops Press. Also, pay attention to the Sonic Cloth. I'll talk about them a little bit more in a bit. But yeah, first thing we'll do, let's talk about some of the people that have hit us up over the month of September. Earlier in the month, I got hit up by Illingsworth. He showed up in the comments after the Open Mike Eagle review, and he was like, yo, I was just trying to watch a review, and I got a shout out right in the beginning. That's fucking actual factual. Big fans of Illingsworth. His beats have been in the background a lot this month. Yeah, I support him. I support, he also sent us an album. I think I sent that to you. Did I send that to you or send it to me? I might have sent it to you. But he sent, I'll put the link in the bio, but he's, as you know, like on the album that I'm playing right now, You're No Fun, he has got a track with him rapping with Open Mike Eagle, but he also recently put out a full-length album that is not on streaming of him doing a little bit more rapping. So I'll put that link in the bio. You guys check that shit out because Illingsworth is hella dope. Support him. Support alopecia awareness, which he is a person inflicted. Is that what he says? He's like afflicted.
Yeah.
Afflicted by alopecia. And my niece gave me traction alopecia too, but I also got that. I'm going bald right here. I got the LeBron James hairline. So you know. Oh, he got his shit fixed. I got the JPEG Mafia hairline.
He got his shit fixed.
He got his shit fixed too. I don't know who. I got the George Jefferson hairline. But yeah, shout out to alopecia, traction alopecia. It's rough for a lot of us. We also spotted Theravada in the comments. Just a quick peace. He saw our review as well as Noah 23. Thanks both for clocking in. We got a really nice message and email from Jason Griff after our Stack and Chips review.
That's right.
Shout out to him. He gave us some links to some of the older work and some work that we still need to check out. Very super kind of him. Great person, great dude, phenomenal artist. Extra thanks to that. Also,
Obi-Wan hit us up.
Obi-Wan. We were wondering about the pronunciation. I think he helped you out with that, yeah?
So couple things. I got the demonym for somebody from the Bahamas wrong. I kept saying Bahamian.
Okay.
It's Bahamian.
Okay.
So
I got that wrong too. You know, I'm just a lowly American dude.
And yeah, Obi is another way of Obia, which is an Afro-Caribbean practice. I think I mentioned it one time in the review that there was a bit of the the Obia,
Yoruba.
Supernatural. No. I mentioned the I thought it was like a Yoruba name. That was incorrect. Okay. Or maybe Igbo. I don't remember. But that was also incorrect. Yeah. No, it's just like a spiritual practice from the Caribbean. Something that's existed for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now that was really kind of him too. Also, you say he put the lyrics on.
Yes, yeah.
So apparently, I messed up some of the lyrics on that, which I told you guys that I did and I do and I would. But I think he put some new lyrics up. In Tight.
So yeah, we pretty had a hand in getting those
maybe.
up there. So and they're incredible lyrics. So go check out the lyrics to Kalanabo on Rap Genius while you listen to the album.
Word. And we've also been getting a lot of love for that review that we did, that 3-hour discussion we did of Billy Woods. Lots of really good comments on that. Reshared by a few of the producers and also reshared by Backwoods.
Backwoods reshared
it too.
Caltrops Press also, was a huge influence on the project. All three of us cited his work.
I love what he's doing.
At some point, and he left a nice message just saying endless peace to those who support one another. Shouts out to Secret House and the Sonic Cloth. Shouts out to Alex Kuchma and the Underground Vault. These folks have gone out of their way to signal boost Caltrops. You should give them a listen/read. They do incomparable work.
Word. Yeah, he's a phenomenal writer all around. And pay attention to those type of things. We also got an email from Patton. He sent us a new song.
Okay.
We got a new song from him. Well, maybe I'll play that later. We got a message from Fatboy Sharif with the new project, Rupert Williams joint. Him, YL, and Akai Solo have a a collaborative project.
bunch of
I think maybe
features on
Jed and
there.
I will review that later.
Yeah, probably.
So it's pretty short, but yeah, we'll probably get to that one because it's fire. Nappy Nina, shout out to Nappy Nina. Also, give us a little bit of a post.
A little bit of shine. Yeah, she
came across the review and was laughing because we scrolled right past her.
Yeah, she said, this review of my last record, Morning Dew, had me cracking up. I appreciated some of this honesty because I know it's how a lot of folks feel. We see art and projects we might want to listen to and scroll right past that shit. I've done it hella times. The thing about time is there's still some time left, I think. You should listen.
Word.
And we got some love in the comments from friends of the show. Patrick Gerard said, I love Secret House. Glad to see more people catching on to both of you. Peace to Patrick Gerard, always showing love in the comments and on social media. Gang PTP, King Vision Ultra, commented plus infinity.
Yeah.
As he would.
That's really endearing to us, man. Like, we're just such a small channel. I look around and I see so many
1,000 subs, and we've got so many fucking dope people.
Yeah, rocking with us and shouting out to us. And yeah, we appreciate from big guys to little dudes or whoever it is, man. And we've even had some artists reach out to us recently. You know, of course, Fatboy Sharif is a big friend of the show, and he sends us some secret album stuff that's coming out, and we'll be talking about stuff that he does later on in the month. But also Some Aliens, Bryson the Alien,
yep.
who did a track with Fatboy Sharif. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of these.
Yeah, run it.
Just to you know, shout them out and give some play, because actually fucking music is phenomenal. So yeah, check this one out. This one is called Shepherd, and there's also a remix that's really good too. But yeah, I mean, if you like Fatboy Sharif, collaborating with him, super dope.
God bless the sheep. Heard the word of today is belief, but tonight I'm in the wilderness cooking for a feast. The cauldron bubbles, witches laughing in the east. Organ duck the heat, wading in the waters while the fishes sleep. I'm up early, hunting for my peeps, my family, my village, the tribe, hella deep.
That beat is dope.
Everyone need help, everyone need treats, wolves on the creep. It's a given, put my life on the line. Every time demons try to take mine.
I think they're from like Portland, Oregon. But yeah, there's
I forgave,
Toledo, Ohio native, based out of Portland, Oregon. The founder of Some Aliens with Just Alpha, aka Alpha 007, and Tasmanian, 1/4 of the group, Unexplained Aerial Phenomenon, with Pioneer 11.
There we go.
So we reviewed the Reese Langston collaborative project with Pioneer 11, and yeah, also rocking with Lutheran Rays, Deep Thought, Impossible Records, lots of, the underground independent community is so rich and full of art. Like, we like to champion them. So I think in the future we will be sharing, like, maybe we could do this like monthly.
And do
everything,
little track share,
everything for the month.
Stuff.
If we have the opportunity and shit, like at the end of the month, we'll kind of give you guys a rundown on what happened, just to, show some love and also kind of be in touch with the community more than just.
Friend of the show, Double A, sent us wrote a really nice post about us. Shared some clips from some of the reviews of the Chris Crack projects that he's produced on. Says, my guys for motherfucking life. Coming up on almost a year since this album dropped, had to revisit this review. These guys are some of the realest folks I've met, and they have the best conversations regarding hip hop, etc. Peace to my guys who are constantly putting out the best content in the game, period. Double A has a new album out called No Man Is a Failure Who Has Friends. He's rapping on this one as well.
Shit.
He's also got like a shirt line coming with it. But yeah, this album just dropped earlier on in the month.
Double A, man, we love him.
Came out about a week ago at the time of recording. Shouts out to Double A.
Yeah, we also got a message. I got an email that didn't seem like an email, that was just like fucking thrown out like at everybody that does reviews. It was a person that looked like they took the time to type it out directly to us, Secret House. And I believe it was the manager for an artist named Will Kobus. Okay. But she sent me a song. She sent me a song called What You Think of Me with Will Kobus, and that's Kobus, and a cat named Meta World Zeke, which is dope flip.
A hot name.
But listen to this track, and we've got a lot of music from people in the past, but this shit is actually really fire, and I think that it will resonate with a lot of people that listen to artists that we reviews. Like, yeah, that beat is crazy. It's just
wondering what you think of me. Nah, for real. Hardly a question that I ever tend to ask myself. Fell in love like once or twice, now I ain't had nothing else to lean on. Reclaiming time I lost and all my wealth. For the health, tired of withering away. Couple nights without a meal, y'all niggas would a cave. Put my heart within a pen, committed to a cage. Only bitch I got around that's on the same page with me. Ain't really got the time, so baby, please don't play with me. Just keep it 2 virgils on how you really feel insane. If you won't stay with me, rip the band-aid. Raps is coming bespoke, linen, know it's handmade. While I'm hardly tripping when she tripping in demand things. From the kids slip from hanging on the spare things. Cut the way.
I got a music video for this shit too, and it's fire. I like it. I've listened to it a lot. And shout out to the manager for reaching out. Shout out to these artists. I think Will Kobich just released another album with collaborating with somebody that's not Metal World Zeke. I forget the name off the top of the head, but yo, link in the bio. Go check them out. Yeah. Support independent underground. Independent underground.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, man, a while back. Hold on. I gotta bring up his name because I always forget what it is. I think it's DCG.
Oh yeah, DCG. Yeah.
Hold on, man.
DGC.
DGC. Yeah, it's DGC.
DGC.
And he sent me an email probably about like 2 months ago. And I was like, oh man, maybe I'll run it up and do a solo review of his work because, you know, he sent me a really kind message and I really like the music. I'm just going to throw it on right here a little bit in the background, right? But it is it's called Sun Dogs and Weekends on the Moon by DGC.
That is spelled out. So DEEGEECEE.
Yeah, and I listened to the whole album at least like twice, and it is a very kind of a poetically leaning album where a lot of the songs come across as like your spoken word poetry types. Like I think that people that are into perhaps like Rory, Rap Ferreira might rock with this if you're a fan of like Mike Ladd, even your Billy Woods, but this is definitely more poetically leaning than some of the stuff. But he's got quite a few tracks on here, 15 songs, 36 minutes. I think it's a really good project, and he's just an early emerging artist, so please go check him out too. Hold on.
Groggy after the dream, sweet and serene like a movie scene, blanketed by green grass and endless pastures. This is God as described by childhood pastors, the bridge between the here and the hereafter. Lows leveled up, but the homes still look the same. Watching youth fade away through tear-stained window panes. Long before roundabout days of chasing petty fame, and way before obsession with perfection came. And when I think of love, I still think of Genesis. Free of every nemesis.
Yeah, my bad. You know, I was getting hot and shit.
All good.
Everyday celebration, self-doubt nameless. Bound together by teal blue dirt stained shirts that saved us all from hurt. Original caretakers gave birth to my self-worth. Christian on a Mount Olive summit.
Yeah, he's really good. I support 100%. Looking forward to hearing more work from him. What else we got?
Friend of the show, or a friend of mine at least. I don't even know if she knows about Secret House, but my friend Sulfur, that is SULFFFFF 6 Fs UR. Sulfur just put out a track with RXK Nephew and the other feature I wasn't familiar with, Mars Mackay. And Mars Mackay gets off on this one as well.
Okay, let me play. I could play that?
Yeah, run it.
All right.
The track is called
Girl, what the fuck you partying so hard for?
Yeah, which is a real Nephew sounding line. I'll run that real quick. Some real weird avant-garde shit with RXK Nephew, which is like, what more do you want?
Oh, her name is Sulfur.
Yeah.
Dive in Henny with some floaties. You know what time it is? Macaroni. Fall the fuck back before I slap your homie. Knock out your bitch and knock out your homie. Walk in your house, slap your little brother. Glock hit your throat like Blue Thunder. Boy, this is not Franzia. My work lock up like Pangea. I charge you £1 for a feature. They shoulda locked R. Kelly up for a Leah. Got Kiki pregnant, watch when I see him. Before Big Sean, I been finally famous. Auntie like nephew finally made it. Fought the deuce up on the stove, damn near fainted. I need a whole pint to get me lit. Another pint just to fuck my bitch. My kidney like Neff help me. My Glock will give you a selfie. No, you can't hit my weed, get your own. I just texted everybody in my phone. Told them leave me the fuck alone. My daughter fresher than an op daughter. My op daughter smell like mop water. Nigga dress smelling like mop water. I'll splash a nigga with some mop water. I'll splash a nigga with some hot water. I'll splash you a boiling baby oil. Beat a nigga in the head with some green beans. I'll knock your ass out with some canned yams. My bitch booty look like a caravan. Can we do it? Yes, we can. I'm about to build it in some ACG. Cap the underpins and some PSD. Fell every subject on my GD.
It's a pretty long track and it goes to a lot of interesting places.
Let me run it forward some. I mean, you can't really go wrong with RXK Nephew. This is strange.
Fall the fuck back before I slap your homie. Walk in your house, slap your little brother. What? This is not Franzia. I'll charge you £1 for a feature. My op daughter smell like mop water. I'll splash a nigga with some mop water. I'll knock your ass.
I like the idea of splashing somebody, like a dress smelling like mop water, and then splashing somebody with a mop water. Yeah, I mean that's link in the bio.
Link in the bio.
We've got that for you.
Support the homie.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put on some more beats in the background because that's how I like to live my life.
When in Brome again.
Yeah.
I feel like this song comes up like 4 times in the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, word. It has been my go-to. Some homies came through Tokyo and I missed both of them. Devin Morrison was here. I think you guys will.
I ran into him.
Yeah,
I ran into him.
right?
I was in Shimokitazawa. It was very hot. I was like really, really sweaty. I smelled real bad. And then I saw Nao Yoshioka, Neo Soul singer, phenomenal talent, walking past, and she was with Naoki Yamanouchi, I believe, is the founder or the kind of top guy at Sweet Soul Records, and Devin Morrison. So I went over and said hello. Nao came to like give me a hug and then probably smelled me from several feet away.
Word.
Kind of backed out of it. It was a bit awkward, but it's all good. It's all
Word. Nah, Devin was here for a couple shows, and we were supposed to have a mob day where everybody got together, but you know, people are busy and shit. But he was out here with with Mind Design, and I also went to Korea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the first time back since he left Japan a few years ago. He's had wild success since then. I advise everybody to check him out. Like he's on the new Be Kool-Aid album. He's on a variety of projects. His little Yams track that he did with Masego, cultural phenomenon. Lots of cats have been singing that. It's amazing. Also, my homie Uncon Sai was out here on Unconventional Science, and I think some of the Aesop Rock fans on the channel might recognize that name. Way back in 2004, when they were doing the Build Your Own Bazooka Tooth project, where they sent out the acapellas people submit. I think Uncon Sai might have won that. His remix album was my favorite version of it. But I've known Duke for like 20 years, and he was out here, and I missed him last time he was out here. And then it was like, yo, I'm gonna be playing in Koenji for one night in Tokyo before I fly out in the morning. And he's like, yeah, Thursday. So Thursday I was like, yo, I'm on my way. And he's like, yo, it was last night. And I was like, bruh. I scrolled through the message and was like, yeah, you told me Thursday. But he's like, oh, my bad. But he was out here. Yeah, go check out that Bazooka Tooth remix, man. Fucking unconscious science, unconventional science, excuse me. It's fucking dope. It's fucking dope. What else do we got? Do we need any news or some shit? No, we don't need news, do we?
Yeah, no, I mean we're chilling.
Yeah, fucking Dianne Feinstein died. Shout out. I'm a kind of an asshole and shit, right? I understand. No, did you listen to the new Aesop Rock track?
I saw like
was it?
a reel. He did like a little like music video thing for
Yeah,
it.
the
So
video was really dope.
I've caught like a minute, exactly 1 minute of the track.
You know, I'm a huge Aesop Rock fan, but I gotta admit, I didn't really care for the track that much. But I am excited for the album. There's a Rob Sonic feature that's going to be on there, and I think that's the first time they've been together for a whole minute. I think they had a falling out, and then maybe they're homies again. I don't know, but I'm playing hair right now. Let me change music. But no, I'm excited for that. You know, I'm a fan of Aesop Rock. We'll see how that. I think it's dropping next month, so we probably will review that. Hopefully Spade's back for that one. I'm not sure when
That'd be
Spade's
nice.
coming back. But yeah, also the new Blockhead track listing that just dropped.
That's dropped, yeah.
That shit looks crazy. Hold on, I
Crazy
want to read
features
that
on
for
there.
I want to look at that for I might not. See, I'm not prepared for these type of things, but let's see.
All good. We're all just hanging out
Yeah,
right now.
we're just hanging out.
Shouts out to my mother for sending No Name a message.
Yeah, that was funny. Like I clocked in for that one on the Instagram, and I just saw it. I saw her say like, "Oh, somebody noticed you," and then I was like, I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, that's Jet's mom."
Yeah. No Name doesn't need any more nice white ladies in the fan base, so that's already a
Nah,
contentious,
shout out to Jet's mom, man. She follows me. We're friends on Instagram too. My personal
hell,
account. Yeah,
great.
that's more than my mom got like seven Facebook accounts because every time she gets logged out, she just creates
Just
a new
makes a
one.
new
and
one.
shit. Yeah, my mom's like 76 years old, man. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, shout out to Jet's mom and his dad for locking in and
who is
and
watching
supporting.
this right now.
Yeah, always locking in and supporting. I love them. Next time they come out here, I've got to meet both of them, man. But yeah, the new Blockhead track listing, full length album. The features on this are crazy. Quelle Chris, Billy Woods, Navy Blue, Aesop Rock, Koreatown Oddity, Open Mike Eagle, Casual and Breezely Bruin on a track together. Arm & Hammer, Bruiser Wolf, Akai Solo, Breeze and Aesop Rock together on a track. Brian Enols from Brian Enols and Infinity Knives, Def C, Shrapnel, fucking Fatboy Sharif, Creaturenomics, I don't know them, but Despot, Danny Brown, bro. This album's
The
gonna
entire
be
like
crazy.
bruiser lineup on
Yeah.
there, like
Yeah, Arm &
half
Hammer,
a
bro.
bill,
Like,
entire backwards lineup on there. as well.
who would have thought that Casual and Breezely Bruin would be on a I mean, of course they're kind of generationally like right there, but I'll be real happy when I see Breeze on music, man. Breeze is one of the most underrated cats. You guys go back and check out all those Juggernaut releases. Go back and check out Prince Amongst Thieves. We were just talking about that album for the Nicholas
Concept albums.
Yeah,
Uh,
amazing.
I noticed earlier actually because we were pretty down on that on the Nicholas F.
Yeah.
And I saw in the comments for one of his posts somebody had said like, oh, he's having like listening sessions or whatever where everyone like listens to the album on like a live stream or whatever, and somebody was like, oh, this needs like a comic book to accompany it, and he replied, stay tuned. So
Okay.
maybe there'll be a visual component to the record that fills in some of what I felt was missing from that album.
Good. I hope he does it. To be honest with you, that's not a review I would like the artist to see.
Yes, likewise.
But
likewise.
we were a little bit hard on the album, but I also, I think it was fair enough. It's
yeah,
just an
no, I
opinion. What do you
don't
want?
regret anything I said on that.
Yeah. I just, I always want to champion artists more than I try to ever tear them down. And
Yeah,
shit,
the part of the reason why we mostly put out positive reviews and
Yeah.
don't really like shit on albums very often is just because we review stuff that we're inherently interested in talking
Yeah.
about. We're not Fantano, we're not Pitchfork,
Right.
or even Dead End Hip Hop for that matter.
Yeah.
We don't seek to be like an authority on what is good and what is bad in hip hop. It's more just like, yeah, this is a cultural movement that we love, and in your case have really grown up as part of being that movement. You know a lot of these artists that we
Word.
talk about, and yeah, I like to think we're just a part of that broader cultural movement.
You
trying
know
to
how I was saying
spread the
like
word.
the fifth element, sixth element, 12th element of hip hop is like arguing. I think a part of it is like discussing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like the discussion doesn't have to be on a spectrum of like good and bad. Sometimes it's just like, what is interesting about this? And that's kind of why we put this shit together. Like I don't know, that might not have been my intention when we first started, doing this, but it definitely is what I've
That's
settled
what the
into
channel's
now.
become, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we had the straight man, we had Spade on the show, and he's been gone most of this year, but you know, he's still very much a part of the show. But mostly, like, I never wanted to devolve into like, your taste is whack. No, this is whack type of conversations. And I'd like us to kind of stray from that as much as we can, and mostly just continue highlighting the shit that we think is interesting, especially when I like some of the stuff I like to have serious conversations about, like that Mick Jenkins on that album. He says, "We the Hebrew boys," and that's the same type of shit that we were talking about a lot recently.
Oh, yeah.
How this kind of black, especially when it's religious based, and you're talking about like the
Black
first man
Israelite or 5%.
People like to be like, oh, that's anti-Semitic at times. When Jay Electronica does it, he has a history too, but yeah, they be saying, like, you know what I mean, like, and I like to talk about the ideological like pillars of that conversation and delve more into it, especially when I'm confronted all the time by liberals who are so interested and revel in punishment and revel in canceling as like primary ways of interacting with the world. Like, I think that some people need to go to jail. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I think some, you know, like I'm not for ruining a person's life, you know, and trying to take away their only means of living and shit. It's like the fundamental aspect of my politics is more about rehabilitation than it is punishment. And yeah, man, like sometimes you got to talk about that.
Yeah,
like,
if you don't want to support Jay Electronica, like
don't
listen to him. No Name is about to embark on her UK tour. She's got a couple shows in my home country, the UK.
tight.
Had a couple of friends hit me up like, "Hey man, do you think you can like ask No Name for some guest lists?" If it was for me, I'd be like, "Yeah, let's see what I can do." But
definitely,
I don't think I can get away with that one.
I wouldn't even ask for guest lists for
right.
myself. You know, like Devin and them were performing at fucking Billboard, and that's like, oh, that's guaranteed like a bill.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, can I get guests? No, fucking no. Yeah, I would never presume. If they give me guest lists, that's really nice. But yeah, that's nice though. I mean, worth an ask, I suppose.
Manchester Academy, and I don't remember what the London venue is, but it's a good venue.
Word, man. I don't know. What have you been reading, Jet?
I haven't read shit. I've had this copy of If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamoto, like, on my bedside table. It's just about this guy who, like, I guess he's the whole thing is like he comes into contact with like a demon or a yokai, maybe even Satan. I'm going off of the blurb here because I've read the first page 20 times. I don't know, can't bring myself to sit down and read it. But the whole thing, like, yeah, he comes into contact with the devil. The devil's kind of like, hey, like, I'll grant you any wish you want, but you have to make something disappear from the world every time. Like, you got to trade something from existence.
Oh, wow.
So at first he's just like, yeah, get rid of
mosquitoes,
pink thumbtacks. And the devil's like, no, be serious. It's got to be like something substantial, something meaningful. And very quickly things start, as the title implies, certain things start disappearing from the world.
You know, I said mosquitoes, but you remove mosquitoes as like they're a fundamental part of like an ecosystem, and so that kind of ripple would maybe kill all frogs too. Yeah, tough times, man. I mean, tough times, man. Capitalism. Yeah. Let's see. Like, it's like, you know, given the choice to remove like disease or murder, I choose fucking disease every single time.
You see that video? It was like a clip of like JME being UK rapper JME being asked, an icon of grime being asked about this kind of little problem question where it was like, if you could remove any individual crime from the world, but you have to commit that crime first, what crime would you
that's a good question.
remove from the world? JME gave an excellent answer.
Perjury.
That's exactly what he said.
Okay. It's like, if people can't lie, that's like, but then people would just be pleading the fifth all the time.
Right.
You know,
yeah, true.
I'm not going to talk at all during this trial. Yeah. Okay. Well,
But then I guess
he
if-
said perjury though.
He said perjury.
Right.
I guess if you always knew when somebody was telling the truth, then like if they plead the fifth, then you know that they're hiding something, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if they're just like, no, I didn't do it, then you know
Yeah.
they're not lying to you. I don't know if that would fix our inherently corrupt justice
No,
systems.
Actually,
but
I'm trying to think of, you know.
I was just gonna say some kind of financial crime. You know, just
that's
like
a pretty good
just
one,
like
too.
rug pull like a crypto or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just stop embezzlement from happening, because that's a pretty key
Yeah.
feature of capitalism.
Yeah, I don't know, like, wage theft. Like, who fucking
Right,
knows? Like,
exactly.
yeah, that's a rough one. But yeah, well, see, the thing is, this is why I like to just live in the material world. People are like, hey, if you can travel back in time, what are you gonna do? It's like, I don't want to. I don't want to cause like a butterfly effect or some shit. Like, shit's where it's at right now because that's where it's at. And it's like, I'm not gonna go back and if I kill Hitler, right, or fucking, I don't know, Margaret Thatcher, you know what I mean? So
Right,
like,
right.
if I kill any of these people, it's like, and I come back in time, it's like, what if my daughter isn't born? Like, I don't play with the timeline, and usually you got to watch out for those evil genies that when you get what you wish for, you wish you never wished for anything at all. You know,
Exactly. For
isn't
sure,
that like
for
one
sure.
of the points of the shit? Yeah, I would never. But yeah, I wrote down a couple books. I just finished all my reading this month. I finished reading Angela
Nagel.
Angela Nagel's Kill All Normies book, which is pretty new in the grand scheme of things. It like maybe came out like 4 or 5 years ago, but it's basically just tracing the emergence and the development of internet culture, brigading political correctness, and a lot of the morally transgressive politics of the liberal and alt-right movements, and how liberalism came to really help create a lot of those transgressive alt-right movements and shit. I also finished reading, shout out to my homie Neat Block. He's a doctor now. Pete got his PhD. He sent me his dissertation a few months ago, and I sat in during his dissertation defense.
Okay.
But you know, it was just real nice. But his dissertation was about the lineage of ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, and online reparations discourse. And man, it's a really good paper. He's been studying them for years. Did some also some work that is now been removed because of it was attacking black people, but it was like, you know, my guy's black and shit. So, but whatever, you know the vibes. And now I'm back trying to get through Against Intellectual Monopoly by Italian economist Michel Boldrin. I don't know. Michel
Boldrin, yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically just argues that intellectual property is actually intellectual monopoly, and it impedes more than it helps. It's an interesting book about like the state of copyright law and the history of copyright law and intellectual property, and the potential advancement
Makes
without it.
sense. You know, I mean, one thing that's very cool in Japan, you know, we have this like doujin culture, right? Doujinshi. So when people produce like a manga or an anime, like a lot of like up and coming mangaka will write their own like fan fiction that you can go and buy in a store.
Yeah.
You know, around Ikebukuro, there's like a whole bunch of doujin shops. Like a friend of mine, and most of them are, you know, pornographic in nature, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
so many,
Yeah.
but like so many of the big stars today, you know, come from that culture, remixing and taking apart and altering previous works and making their own as a result.
Well,
Whereas the only like example I can think of in Western fiction that became a big thing was like fucking 50 Shades of Grey. So
sure.
yeah.
Well, like I'm still pretty early in the book, but already they've traced like the development of like steam engines and how, because there was a patent, it held up the technological progress, as well as things like AIDS vaccines that because they're you're actually allowing the proliferation of AIDS decimating entire countries because somebody holds a patent on that technology.
The creator
you
of the
know.
polio vaccine, that's a very famous example of someone not
What's his name? But yeah, he was just like, this is for everybody.
everyone should have this.
Yeah.
Even I think it was like Volvo like developed, I don't know, like the current seatbelt that we all use was developed by Volvo.
Imagine
and
that.
they were kind of just like, yeah, maybe every car should have like a really safe seatbelt.
You know what I
in
mean?
it.
It's
Like,
like,
maybe we shouldn't
it's like,
be
yeah.
patenting this and trying
Right.
to profit
It's like,
from.
whoa. We've already got a patent. You can't even use a rope there. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's like, if you have some type of bungee cord, perhaps that'll work. But yeah, that's crazy. You know, it's really good. And, you know, I don't know anything about that type of stuff. But it's intriguing to me, and I like to think about a world without that. Also, I've been reading comic books, but nobody gives a fuck about that. Oh, fucking Hickman's Secret Invasion run. It's only like 4 issues, but I'm back on it. Yeah. I don't know. Is that it? How long have we been recording? 37
like
minutes.
37 minutes.
Yeah, maybe a little bit less than that because it took a second for us to get started. I think. I don't know.
Don't get into a fight with a Russian guy with a Muslim name.
Oh, we didn't even look at any of the comments that we have. I don't think we kind of like I responded.
We got some nice comments.
Shit.
A lot of people were responding and shit. Like, yeah, it's all love.
We're good. Yeah, we don't need to get into them, I suppose.
Like,
yeah, but if you guys like this shit, like, or want us to, maybe if you have any questions that you would like us to answer on the next one, I think maybe we can do one of these a month or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Shouts out to Guitar Freak. Shouts out to Drak Nabid. Shouts out to Zoo Scientist. BZ always in the house.
Old Man Christian.
Always in the house. Vexirian.
Yeah.
Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Ishmael Bennett always in the house.
Ishmael Bennett.
Yeah.
Von Kinder.
Yeah.
A lot of love from a lot of really, really dope people.
Shout out to our new patrons. You guys see their names going on right now. Shout out to all of y'all. I need to see, the thing is, like, I don't like, a lot of times I get notification. I'm just like, no. I try not to even let myself read them. And on my to-do list, I put like a 30 minutes to respond to things, and sometimes I don't even get to it. So I don't be actively like not paying attention, but a lot of times it slips under the
time zones.
You know what I
also
mean?
come into it because I feel like usually all of my interactions with like Americans and even people back home, it's like it's the evening for them. It's 3 a.m. here. My man Kamau hits me up at like 2 a.m. every day. He's like, yo, and I wake up and I've got the message. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work. Like, I don't gotta deal with this, and like I don't want him to think I'm blanking him. But I'm like, sorry, bro. Like it was 2 a.m.
That's why I'll let people know, like, I'm not a social media guy. Like, I'm not. If I don't respond to you for a week, try to hit me again, because that means that maybe I saw the message and just kept it moving. Because I can't let y'all. I feel already colonized by my phone.
I do stay on top of all the messages on the Secret House Instagram account, Secret House Tokyo. I'm not good at updating that page with like the new reviews, but yeah, I mean, peep that shit. Give us a follow. Send us a message. We see it all.
Yeah, if this is just whack all around, you guys don't want us doing that, we don't mind. Less work for us. Yeah. Secret House against all. Yeah.
Secret. 秘密があるずトップシークレット